Yemen's Houthi movement has claimed responsibility for launching a ballistic missile towards central Israel. Houthi military spokesperson Yahya Sariyah said a hypersonic Palestine II missile targeted Ben Gurion airport in what he called a major operation. He claimed the strike disrupted airport operations and sent civilians fleeing to shelters. U.S. President Donald Trump stated that Iran has not agreed to allow inspections of its nuclear program or to halt uranium enrichment. CNN reported that Trump made the remarks while aboard the presidential aircraft Air Force One, expressing his belief that Iran's nuclear activities have been facing a long-term crisis.
That's good. I mean, I've heard that, but they haven't briefed me on it yet. I think they're going to be positive.
Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Ismail Baghai denied reports of any ongoing negotiations with the United States regarding Iran's nuclear program. He added that public opinion in Iran is so angry that no one currently dares to even talk about negotiations or diplomacy. Two members of Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps have been killed while defusing explosives left after Israeli strikes last month. Iran's Tasnim news agency reported that the two Revolutionary Guard members died Sunday in Khorramabad while clearing explosives left from Israel's recent attacks. The statement described the explosives as remnants of Zionist regime aggression. Iran's judiciary says Israeli strikes during a 12-day conflict killed more than 900 people across the country. The Israeli occupation army has said it intercepted a missile launched from Yemen earlier today. Sirens were triggered in several parts of the country as the projectile approached Israeli airspace. The Israeli military said the missile was intercepted before reaching its target. A spokesperson for Yemen's Houthi group later claimed responsibility, saying they had fired a ballistic missile at Ben Gurion airport. The Swiss Foreign Ministry announced the reopening of its embassy in the Iranian capital Tehran, which represents U.S. interests in Iran, after a temporary 2-week closure due to the military escalation between Iran and Israel. In an official statement, the ministry said that the Swiss ambassador to Tehran returned to the Iranian capital by land through Azerbaijan, accompanied by a small team, and that the embassy will gradually resume its operations. Satellite radar data revealed that 5 Israeli military installations were directly hit by Iranian strikes as part of Tehran's response to the Israeli assault in mid-June. The British newspaper, The Telegraph, reported radar and satellite data showing damage at various sites in Israel, which were analyzed by researchers from Oregon State University in the United States. According to the data, Iran targeted at least 5 military sites, including an airbase, an intelligence center, and the logistics facility located in northern, southern, and central Israel, using 6 missiles. Lebanese Prime Minister Nawaf Salem emphasized that restoring state authority depends on completing the Taif Agreement and correcting its flawed implementation. Salem stressed the need to confine all weapons to the hands of the state, noting that it has been a long-standing failure to address this issue since the Taif Agreement. Britain is restoring diplomatic ties with Syria after years of civil war. UK's Foreign Minister David Lammy visited Damascus, pledging 94.5 million sterlings in aid to support Syria's recovery and stability. Lammy met with Syrian President Ahmed al-Shara and Foreign Minister Asad al-Shibani in Damascus, marking the first British ministerial visit in 14 years. The aid package includes urgent humanitarian support and long-term recovery projects like education. Lammy said a stable Syria will reduce irregular migration, eliminate chemical weapons, and fight terrorism. Elon Musk has announced the launch of a new political party called the America Party. Musk revealed the party formation on his social platform X, following his strong opposition to a recent tax cut and spending bill signed by President Trump. Musk called the legislation a massive, outrageous, pork-filled spending bill that worsens the U.S. budget deficit. Musk said the party aims to challenge the two-party system and restore freedom to Americans. Azoria Partners has announced that it will delay the listing of its Azoria Tesla ETF, originally set to launch next week following Elon Musk's announcement of forming a new political party called the America Party. Azoria CEO James Fishback, who supports President Trump, criticized Musk's political move on X and called for clarity on Musk's commitments as a Tesla CEO. Fishback said the announcement has shaken shareholder confidence in Tesla's future after Musk stepped back from a government role in May. To more economic news, the Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva praised BRICS' contributions to global economic growth and multilateralism during the BRICS Business Forum in Rio de Janeiro on Saturday. Lula highlighted that BRICS countries account for 40% of global GDP and forecasted a 4% growth in 2024, outpacing the global average. He urged emerging economies to unite against rising protectionism and to support global trade and financial reforms. Lula also commended the new development bank's role in financing sustainable development projects.